Fear. The word itself is so fearful. And most of our life we spend in fearing life, people, situations. Most importantly, we fear our own thoughts. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about fear because this will bring you a next level of awareness. Hi my beautiful souls, I am Bithika. Welcome to my channel Divine Healing. In today's video, I will discuss what is fear, how we generate fear, how it is impacting our life, and at the end, how to deal with fear practically. Let's start with what is fear. Fear is invisible, just like faith. Fear is a basic survival mechanism, a mechanism of response to any threat or danger. Whenever we face any kind of danger, physically or mentally, there's a response mechanism. And that response mechanism is fear. It is a basic survival mechanism. Now, psychologically speaking, fear are two types. Innate, which is already conditioned, which you carry forward, or you can say wired from the very beginning. And there is learned fear, which is conditioned through experience of life, through traumas, through society, the learned fear. Now, this is the basic thing about fear psychologically. Speaking spiritually, fear is an illusion of mind, which feels so real that it actually makes sense to people that it is actually real. The illusion is so dense. And spiritually speaking, this dense illusion, fear, is because of our allowing or acceptance of ego, that we are ego beings, like a product. The fear is a product of our ego, acceptance that we are ego being, separation from the source, judgment, and also attachments with which we feel like without these attachments we are nothing. So this is the spiritual perspective. Sometimes we can also see that fear comes from losing control of a situation, person, object, identities that we possess. Losing control is one of the source of fear as well. So this is fear. First, we need to know what is controlling us. What is the definition of it? We are so fearful about so many things, but what it is exactly, what, rice and dal or what food it is, we must know about it before eating, right? Now let's talk about how we generate fear. Externally, we generate fear whenever we see a threat or danger. Whenever we experience uncertainty of an event, a person, object, we generate fear. We are uncertain, we don't know what's lying, so there's a fear. Whenever there is a loss, we feel hopeless, we feel fearful. What will happen? Now I have this loss, I've lost this job, I've lost the parents, or lost the near and dear one. What will happen to me now? Who will take care of me? How will I eat? Fear from the loss, and also fear from rejection. Whenever we are rejected in some way, though we are redirected in some other way, but the moment we are rejected, there is a change, there's a shift happened, and that very subtle shift makes you fearful. This is how fear is generated. Technically, this is how externally it is generated. How internally it is generated? The thought loops of what if. What if? What will happen? I don't know, maybe this will happen, that will happen. What if this happens? What if that happens? And this what if loops of thought generates fear. The second internal reason is attachment to an identity. Let's say, example, you have an attachment to an identity of yourself, which you have achieved from your achievements, and now you always fear, what if I don't behave in a certain way, I will lose my identity, because of fear of attachment to your identity. You're a so-called this and this achieved person, you behave in a certain fearful way, so to maintain that identity. That's fear, internal fear. Sometimes fear also comes from possession. When people have a lot of money, possession, they fear a lot. It's not just about material possession, it's also about spiritual possession. A lot of people who have a lot of spiritual gifts fear a lot. Why? Because they feel like spiritual gift or wisdom and knowledge, they might lose it. That's also. I always tell people, the more the spiritual you are, the game is more different. And fear also comes from our own expectations from an external source, people, circumstance, collective society. We expect in a certain way, it not happening, and then we fear about what will happen if things doesn't go according to our expectation. And lastly, fear generates from past traumas. If you have gone through any particular modality of situation, past traumas, it acts as a blueprint for your future events of life, and it keeps you in that modality of fear. This is how fear is generated. Now, as we know how fear is generated, let's talk about how it is impacting your life. Fear impacts your life's decision. Whenever you will try to make a decision, this fear will come up. Let's take an example. You have fear of losing your identity. Okay, you have achieved a position in life, a designation in life, and you have fear of losing it. So if you want to make a freedom decision for your own purpose, own soul, okay, you will be fearful because you have attachment to that identity. So in every decision making, it impacts our life. It will push you to comfort zone, and it will make you not go for growth. It will keep you in comfort zone, and it will ask you to opt for growth. Don't go for growth. Stay in your comfort zone. Because survival mechanism, it knows, it has the idea that if you stay in a particular situation, be it toxic, it knows how it works, so it will keep you in that loop. But if you just try to move out of the toxic situations, like, no, don't go. There's growth, there's unknown, there's uncertainty. That's fear. That's how it impacts your life. Next thing, spiritually speaking, fear will keep you in lower state of consciousness, lower astral energies. With fear, there comes a lot of other things. It's like the basic modality of lower astral. With that, it will generate a lot of things. Fear of uncertainty, fear of being seen, being heard, fear of, what if. It constantly keeps you in lower astral energies, lower conscious state, lower state of consciousness. That's how it impacts your life. The more you will try to come up, you will try to meditate, it will not let you. It will show you all your demons. And the last thing that I want to mention here is that fear creates a false state of limitation. It will make you feel like you are limited, you are in lack. It will give you only, if you do only this, only then we can have money. If you do this, only you can have this happiness in life. A false state of limitations. Because it has no idea beyond, it has no idea about the higher astral energies. And because it is so into its own form, it feels like, okay, fine, let's keep that person that way. Now, since we know what is fear, how it is generated, how it is impacting our life, let's talk about how to deal with fear practically. First thing first, observe your fear. Name it. Name the demon. It will lose its grips over you. When you know you're fearful, just tell it to yourself, I am operating from fear. That's it. From a third person perspective. There's a person who is fearful. There's a fear who is inflicting the fear. And there's a person who is observing. The observer effect. The moment you observe, even on the very moment, if you can't observe it in the later moment. I was fearful for that situation. There was a fear. The fear of uncertainty. The fear of false identity. Because if you name them, sometimes you are so fearful, even though you don't name that. You feel like, it's such a big demon, I can't name it, it will follow me. Name it. That's awareness. Next thing, whenever you feel fearful, practically in any situation, just take deep breath for some time. Because fear, the first thing that it will do externally is that it will make your nervous system very volatile. You'll start vibrating. Your nervous system will become very piss off. So just breathe, because the moment you start breathing, you're connecting with God, because God is in our breath. So just keep on breathing. Your life force energies, your pranas will start fall into places, and the nervous system will calm down, because in the state of that fear, you won't be able to make any decision. You won't be able to think clearly. It creates a mind fog. So whenever there's a fear of anything, whenever there's like, I'm feeling uncomfortable, sometimes we don't know it's a fear, we just feel uncomfortable. Just breathe. 10, 20 times, breathe. Just breathe. Conscious breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. That much we can do, na? This is like so easy thing. You can do it. I know you can do it. So just do it. And the third thing is pretty big, and if you can, good things will come to you. Just surrender the situation. Just tell it to God. Whichever Bhagwan deity you believe in, or whichever like Lord Shiva, or Allah, and whichever God you believe in, just like, God, I surrender this situation to you. You now take care of it. It needs courage. Fear will not let you surrender, but if you can, my dear, you will get help. I promise you will get help. And lastly, how to deal with fear. Love. Love is an antidote of fear. Fear and love cannot coexist together. If you're in a relationship and you're fearful, just check where is the love. Because where there is love, there is no fear. If you fear about losing your person, it's an attachment. It cannot be love. Because in love, there is no losing. Real love, not attached love. If you're enjoying your attached love, that's completely all right. But fear and love cannot exist together. Both are extreme higher and lower astral energies. Two cannot exist together, and the antidote of every fear is love. See the situation, person, in the eye of love. Things will dissolve. And before I end this video, let me tell you, fear is both a protector and a prison. Psychology will help you to manage your fear by observing it. But spiritually, you will be able to transcend it. Learn to face the fear instead of running away from it. And what you will discover is freedom beyond your fear. Thank you so much for watching. Reach me out if you need my help on the email ID flashing on your screen. I will see you on my next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.